Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 8 of the NFL on EA Sports. The New York Jets taking on the Mexico City Diablos.
Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Mexico City Diablos and the New York Jets. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for Mexico City, our visitors, they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And I think the sky's the limit for this team. They're playing the best football that they've played in a long time.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jets.
And here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, at quarterback.
Well, his ratio was good last week. Most quarterbacks are really excited about a 3-to-1 ratio, but it's flipped in the wrong direction. He threw 3 interceptions, not touchdown passes, and he only had the 1 TD pass in that game. So he's trying to turn that around and find a way for his team to win.
They'll start the drive with Love here. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Levy finds Roberts left side. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Levy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st down, here's Love. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings sense that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball.
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Going to give it to Love. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
On second down, it's Love. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked them back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. This is Applewhite throwing on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30.
He's tackled.
Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
He's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll run on first down. Blake. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Draw play, Washington. And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well defended right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. And Jennings has it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Washington. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
On 2nd down now. It's Blake, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now Applewhite to throw. On 3rd and 2. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
From 3 yards out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point forthcoming.
Extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return comes Webster. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's
guy,
going on the defense?
that's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 58 yards.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
On first down, it's Love, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Check back 16, check back 16.
From the gun, Levy. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Applewhite now on 1st and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Face mask. Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is tackled inside. Inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. To throw on second down. And it's caught. Touchdown. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
But now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
Jets 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And now out come the Jets. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On second down, Love. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is brought in at the 21. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, A lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
They'll run on first down. Blake, and he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Gain of 6.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Someone moved. Flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
The full start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. That's out to the left flat and complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. That catch good for only a couple.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now here's Applewhite looking to throw on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his 2nd drop of the game. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
Running to start the drive is Love. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
Number 31.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd. And 8.
8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun. Levy finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. Shotgun handoff now for Love. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They'll run again with Love on first down. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
First and 10.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Watch 18. 18's the mark. Here we go.
From the gun, Levy. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
They'll take over.
He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
This is Applewhite to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. The try here for the extra point.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
A drive there of just 4 plays.
7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Levy toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun. Levy got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. Operating from the gun. Levy connects it to Roberts, right side. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Throw left side complete. That's Roberts.
Complete.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
But when it all comes together and you get the field goal block that's been designed, that's been drawn up, everyone has to feel good about on that side of the ball. How about that one there? To the left side, knew what they had. That's where they wanted to be, and they got their designated guy turned free.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Hubbard. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On first down, Ayers. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Quickly completed to the right flat. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down, it's Blake, and he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of a yard.
Now back to throw.
3rd down.
And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Washington now out of the gun. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8.
The ball carrier. He was brought down at the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL.
Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. On the return, it's Washington. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
They'll take over first down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They'll keep it on the ground. Ayers. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. They'll look to throw here. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
First down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Now pick your game up.
They'll run on first down. Blake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. No question that they're going to continue to look his way. 6 catches in the first half and now 7 on the game. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Blake, and here he'll get it down to the 7. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On second down now, it's Blake. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Applewhite to throw. Gonna throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. And the lead will grow by 1 more. A 10-play drive that time.
Outlaws 31, Jets 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's Love. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Levy. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Levy. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Ball carrier.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, he's doing his part, but still facing a sizable deficit.
And he would like to do more, but he needs help from the other 2/3, right? He needs his defense to bow up a little bit, and he also needs special teams to maybe create some big plays and help them get back in it.
Oh, a strip. The ball comes out. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
When they moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. Applewhite now on 1st down. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Call that a gain of 11.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Ayers, and he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 35. With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is, because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On 1st, here's Washington. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 16.
16 yards.
16 yards to the 16 and a 1st down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On first down, Ayers, and able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a give right side. Blake, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle.
The kicker on.
No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Back to throw. Levy. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
14.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
To throw on 2nd down. Levy, space to maneuver at the 40. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Tackle made right at midfield. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Levy got his man complete over the middle. That's Love. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
On 1st and 10, Levy firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Operating from the gun. Levy, and that is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaking up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Jets on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Levy, that's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal. From the gun, Levy to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Levy. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
12. And a Mexico City 1st down.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
On the carry.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Complete to number 88.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They'll run on 1st down. It's Blake. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll keep it on the ground. Blake. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This is caught. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
The offense on 3rd down, as close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Back to throw here. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
He'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Mexico City.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Letting one go deep for Roberts. Oh, wide open, complete. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, here's Love. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll run for it with Love. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Levy, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10, and the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
Down at the 17.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
They'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield. But they never did.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, as close to automatic as you can get. 9 out of 10. This is 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Fielded at the 43. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had a victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd down. Levy. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
From the gun, Levy, short throw, Roberts with it. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch 18.
To throw again, Levy. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First 23 yards on the play. Operating from the gun. Levy got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Washington.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.